Good morning. I'm gonna try be quiet. I'm not gonna whisper because I hate when people whisper into microphones. But there's still people asleep, so I'm gonna try be quiet. It's been a minute. It's been a lot. We are still definitely getting evicted. It's been a bit of a nightmare. We had the council loads of different services in our local area, like citizens advice, basically tell us to go to this one company who could help us. They said that they could help us with legal advice, and they could help us with court fees, and they could help us with finding a house. And we went there, and the lady even said to our face, "Yes, we will help you, it's okay, don't worry, we'll help you get a house. We'll help you with the court fees." And they've said to her on the phone the other day, "No, we never said that. No, we never said that, we don't do that." Even though every service excuse me, every service in the city has said to go to them. So we're going to try call a bunch of different places tomorrow because it's Sunday today. But yeah, it's not going great. As you can probably tell, we still haven't packed or anything yet either, but we can handle that soon. I just wanted to pop on because I don't watch my alters videos, and I just don't. I find it so uncomfortable. It's so freaky to me, especially if they have a different voice or accent. Watching some other voice come out of my body, freaks me out. I'm like, it's like when you watch yourself. If you've seen those clips of people get hypnotized and they're like acting like chickens or something, and then they watch it back and they're completely freaked out. That's what it's like. So I don't watch them back. I just read comments and kind of deduct what the video is about based on those. Or if it gets shared on the Reddit, then I usually tend to see a clip of it there, because there'll be subtitles on that and I don't have to listen to my own fucking voice. But still, I haven't seen what H has said. I don't know specifically. But either way, I just wanted to apologise, because I wasn't comfortable with it. As much as I understand where they are coming from, I understand it's one of those things that I don't think you really should say. Like, it feels bad to say that somebody, you believe that somebody is doing, is a boy who cried wolf. It's a very, that's not what I'm saying right now. I'm just saying as an example. It's a very accusatory thing, Even if you think it's true, it can be quite, sharp. I don't know. But yeah, I as much as their feelings are valid, and I want to hear all of my alters out and give all of them a space, I think they need to calm the fuck down. Because it's scary, I'm really scared that one of my alters this alter is now going to get me in internet trouble. So, you know, I wanted to come on and apologise on behalf of them, system responsibility and all. Yeah. And I understand. I'm nervous about what they were talking about. I'm nervous about when people go silent. It would make anybody nervous, you know? Anybody going silent. So, I understand, but I don't think it was right. And I'm not going to silence them. I don't want to delete the video because that feels mean. But, I don't know, I might get somebody to edit this section out. I don't know. But, yeah, I just wanted to apologise. Because, yeah. But, yeah. Sorry, I haven't really been posting a lot. Obviously with all of this eviction stuff, it's been a lot. We've had Casey here for the past couple of days, which has been really nice. I've been absolutely spoiled. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just watching the numbers go down on this channel, and it feels like there's nothing really I can do. Yeah. I think it's just getting me a little bit down. This channel that I've worked on for like 6 years or something, and it's just all starting to disappear, you know. We like went up to a milestone and now just started to go right back down, and I don't know, I feel like I'm just gonna watch it all disappear back down to 0. But yeah, on a separate note, yeah, I was absolutely spoiled this, like, I guess end of week is not weekend, it is now, but we had sushi, which was very nice. I haven't had sushi for so long. I used to get it all the time when I was younger, when it was cheaper, and we all had to only pay for ourselves and didn't have to pay for rent and things. We used to go like they did a deal, Blue Mondays I think it was, where all of the plates, or a bunch of the plates, were the price of the blue plate, which is like £3 or something. So we used to get it really cheap, but it was nice to get it at least, you know. I have a new t-shirt. We found these in HMV and absolutely lost our mind. Don't hug me, I'm scared. I remember watching this when it came out. It says don't hug me, I'm scared at the bottom. It's fucking brilliant. I remember watching this when it first came out when I was like 13. I was obsessed with it, all of my friends were. We used to quote it constantly at each other. We'd just scream green is not a creative colour at each other all the time. And yeah, seeing it in HMV now is kind of fucking insane. We had to get one, both me and Casey got one, because I introduced it to them fucking ages ago. But still, I was just like, ah. Yeah, and they got me this. They got me a Black Parade MCR pop vinyl, which is absolutely insane. Like, MCR is my favourite band ever, and yeah, the Black Parade album is like a masterpiece in my opinion, and the little marching man as a pop vinyl. It's in this plastic album box. It's like, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, I would go get it, but it's in the other room and they are asleep. But yeah, I felt proper spoiled this weekend. It's nice to not have to worry too much, you know. It's been nice to see them too before they go back properly. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about is that we went to a concert the other day, which was just insane. Like, we managed to get Zeph in free as my carer, because I don't have a carer, need a carer. If I'm going to a thing like this, train up your mate. Logic. So I trained her up to actually be a carer, not just fake. She learned all of my meds, what they need, I gave her a slip with like what could happen in an emergency and what she would need to do. She started practicing with my wheelchair. She was training to push me, practice putting it up and down. It's, you know, train up your mate. But yeah, so we managed to get tickets quite cheap because of that, you know, if we split the price. We managed to get in a disabled access area so I could take my wheelchair, which was brilliant, especially for something like that where you're not going to be like stood there just going, just like vibing or like with the lighter, you know. It's heavy metal, you're going to be going crazy, you know. There were moments where I was like stood up, like rocking, going crazy, and my legs would just collapse, and I would just stay stood in front of my wheelchair and just collapse into my chair and then just keep going. I just was not even paying any attention to my legs, just but yeah, it was great. The arena we went to was the O2 Islington. It was in like a mall, which was crazy. Oh, stretch. Oh, what a lovely boy. Yeah, it was in like a mall, which was crazy. The staff that was assigned to us was absolutely lovely. There was like absolutely no judgment at all. They really listened to what we needed and like were accommodating, you know, like there was me and another person in a wheelchair, and they like listened to what we differently needed, you know, like she needed to go a different way, I could waddle off to the toilet, you know. They weren't like, they didn't make me feel like I needed to stay in my chair. That was the other thing. Like sometimes I go to these places and I'm in a disabled seat and I'm in my wheelchair and I feel guilty for standing up, even though sometimes I need to. My legs might be seizing in this locked position and I need to stand up and stretch them out on my back, or, you know, like, and yeah, it's always sometimes really like scary to stand up because you feel like people are going to turn around and be like, wait, do you need that? Are you just stealing that from someone else? Whereas, like, I don't know, I had no judgment here. I think it was also because the vibe of the crowd was just so like young, alternative, Gen Z. Everybody was so lovely, everyone was so smiley and nice. There was somebody with a cane that wasn't in the disabled area, but they were near us, and they like kept just beaming, watching me like up and collapse, and they were laughing at me like waddling around, and so yeah. And then the girl that was with us, she was like, it's actually really nice seeing you not care and be up and about even though you need a wheelchair, clearly, because like I feel guilty even adjusting my feet in my chair sometimes. Like I can move my legs, but I feel guilty that I can, you know, and I have this cool chair, you know. And I was like, no, just, you know, it's normal, you know. Like I was saying about how like sometimes I'll sit in my chair with like my legs up like this because I need to stretch my knees out or whatever, and that's more comfy, and people are like, do you need that? And I'm like, yes I do, go fuck yourself. If I stand up right now and try to walk, I'll hit the ground. Do you want to try? But yeah, it was crazy. Then the bar staff were really lovely as well. They served us like off to the side of the main bar. They were like, don't come around here, just call us over and we'll come and serve you separately. Don't worry about trying to fight through the crowd. And we were like, thank you. But yeah, it was so good, like especially because of where we were like right off to the side of the stage, and because it was a small arena, we were really close, and like really close, like a couple meters from the acts, you know. So we had these like really intimate moments with different members of different shows, you know. It was actually insane. You know, we first was Delilah Bond, which, oh my fucking god, we didn't know that it was going to be her until like a couple of days before, and I literally almost fainted. I was so excited. We don't know many of her songs, but I know every single word to Dead Men Don't Rape. Like, and the idea of listening to a whole room of people scream that song, oh my god, I just couldn't handle it. You know, if any of you guys know that song, oh my god, right? Like, there's a line in the song that's about, they will realize the strength of our anger in numbers. Like, oh my god, it's just, oh my god, it was so good. But yeah, like, she came out with like these two absolutely gorgeous side pieces. That's not right. One was a DJ, one was a bassist. Absolute goals. I was trying to learn bass when I was younger. And there was one moment where, because the bassist was on our side of the stage, and she saw that we were going fucking ham, and she started like rocking at me, you know. She's like headbanging at me and like eye contact, and we're like rocking out together, and I'm just like, yeah. And then afterwards she like moved on to the rest of the crowd. I was just like, oh my fucking god, that was insane. Like Zeph talks about her friend who got like hit in the face or something with something during a rock concert, so to apologize the band just screamed in her face, and like that's exactly the vibe. Like, heavy metal concerts, that's how it goes. That's respect. Just at you, and you're like but yeah, and then like during so many of the songs they came over and she was singing like at us, she was like pointing at us, she was like rocking out with us. During Dead Men Don't Rape, she screamed it at us because we screamed it like towards her. That was insane. Like, oh, it was so good watching them. It was so funny as well because there was this guy, he was like in his 40s maybe. He was American and he'd been on a bit of a Europe tour, and he was there to see Scene Queen. And then Delilah's first couple songs came on, and they're a bit like, you know, they're like rocky, but they're not too like and he was just like, yeah. And then occasionally in the song she'd be like, roar. So then we were going roar at each other, and he was like, oh, you could tell they clearly thought, oh, look at these two adorable little things, oh, how sweet. And then Dead Men Don't Rape came on, and watching the whole crowd start screaming these lines about how men who rape are gonna die, and like that we're pissed, and it's brutal, the song, if you don't know it. And yeah, just watching him slowly go and just slowly get further and further away from the front of the crowd. I don't think it was because of like me or anyone in particular, but I think he just got a bit like swamped by the anger of the people who were charging forward with the music, do you know what I mean? He looked afraid, and it was fucking funny. Also watching the staff go from like, we're up man, we're security guards, watching them go like that, to go, because they're literally screaming towards them, like, dead man, don't rape, like, and it was iconic, honestly, iconic. But yeah, and then Scene Queen came on, and she rocked towards us and sang at us, and it was such good shots, like, we had such a clear view. And then at one point near the end, she's like running down the front of the crowd, like high-fiving everybody, and we're at the end, and I don't think she intended to come over and hug us, but Zeph just put her arms out like, hug me. So she came in for a hug, and then I was like, yeah, okay, hug. So we both got a hug from her, and then she like ran back on stage, and honestly insane. Like, I think it was one of the most interactive concerts for like I've ever been to, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was incredible. I really hope that they both come back, like, yeah, I might have drank a little bit too much on a completely empty stomach, but we'll just try not to do that next time. Yay. It was great. I got a little bracelet, says Delilah Bon, and my headcanon is she made it. And yeah, we got a little t-shirt too. It's currently being washed because I got makeup down it. But it was nice. It was good. Everything was good. It was good to, like, I liked that I didn't have to give up like quality and view and things like that for my personal comfort, like I have been at concerts before where I've had great views, I've been really at the front, really interactive, but like you're in the crowd, you're in the thick of it there, that's where they're handing you cups of water because you're literally gonna die if they don't. Like, I've been in concerts where my legs have given out and I've been so near the front that the weight and the pressure of everyone around me has kept me upright. Like, my legs have completely collapsed. I've been floating, essentially. And, yeah, just all the pressure of everybody being so tight in, and you're just moving with the crowd. So it was nice to be able to not have to do that and be in the middle of the crowd, to be able to see or enjoy it. Because, like, a lot of the time, the disabled seats are just, like, shoved to the back or shoved to the top. Or, yeah, being right there, it was so good. But yeah, there's like a little video on TikTok if you want to go and have a look at that. I screamed over all of the footage, so I don't know if I'll be able to share much more, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you're having a great spooky season. I'm so excited for FNAF. Like, what the fuck? It's coming out in the 25th in the UK, so hello. I'm so excited, like, literally, I didn't know which one I'm more excited for, Scene Queen or FNAF. Well, I only have one of them tattooed, so. Well, we did get a free tramp stamp from Scene Queen, so, I love it. It's actually mirrored for you, so you can see what it looks like. It's obviously backwards for me, so it's not going to show up mirrored when I put it on. But Scene Queen tramp stamp. Now I love both of them. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you. Again, I'm sorry, and I want to be more responsible for what my alters are saying. If you made it this far, your secret comment code word or phrase or whatever is, tell me about Scene Queen or Delilah. Do you know them? Do you like them? What's your favourite song? If not, go check them out. Will you go check them out? Do you like her? What do you think? Is it too heavy for you? But yeah, I'm gonna go because I gotta feed these boys. Do you have anything you want to say? You want to add to the conversation? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, bye.